Well, welcome everyone to our Wednesday night free necklace call. I'm so excited you're here. My name is Carolyn, and I'll share a little bit about me here in just a second. But Jenica is here tonight, and she has agreed to share just a little bit about her why and what she loves about Park Lane. Because it's just nice to hear from different people. So I'm gonna mute myself and I'm gonna let Jenica take it away for a minute. And if you're watching this on a cell phone and you're seeing like lots of people on your screen, you can swipe right or left and get it to where just the speaker is on your screen. Um, just FYI, if that helps you. Go ahead, Jenica.
Okay, hi everyone. So welcome. It's good to see you guys here tonight. Sorry, I was just a couple seconds late. I was doing my best to get here. But I am a very busy single mom of a 13-year-old who has taken up football this year and just started our second year in confirmation. So we are always running, which is the understatement of the century these days. So I did my best to get here a few minutes early, but I apologize. So um, I joined Park Lane back in December, so I can't believe that I am closer to a year already than I am just a few months in. That seems crazy for me to say. But I did do some jewelry with our previous jewelry company that Carolyn was with, as well as quite a few stylists on this team as well. When those doors closed back in 2020 during the pandemic, I decided to step away. I had a full time job that I was working, and I was kind of just doing it in and out. I had joined and then left and then joined again. And I was just kind of doing it more as a casual type scenario at that time anyway. So I decided to continue pursuing my full time job in nursing. And it didn't really affect me as much personally as it did a lot of other people. However, 2 years ago, I ended up getting uh, really sick. And unfortunately, they still aren't exactly sure what has caused my illness. And quite frankly, there isn't really a for sure diagnosis for my particular illness. It's just management of symptoms and disease control at this point. Fast forwarding to that really means I can't work my nursing career anymore. And I was becoming pretty low at home by myself. If you can imagine the toll that that takes on a person when you're at home all day by yourself, as opposed to somebody who's used to being um, on the go all day long, interacting with people all day long. So I got in touch with somebody I knew from our previous jewelry company, and I had ordered Park Lane from her before. And I'm like, so what do you think about this whole Park Lane thing? And how does it compare to our previous company? And I'm not saying I'm going to do this again, but what can you tell me? And she's like, oh my gosh, seriously, if you thought our previous company was good, you have got to hear about this. And I'm like, okay, but, and so as she kept talking, I kept saying, yeah, but what about? And she's like, no, really, the other shoe is not going to drop. This Park Lane thing is like the cream of the crop. Like, this is for real. And I'm like, well, let me think about it. So my grandma and I are super close. And she says, well, what are you waiting for? Call her back. You're signing up. It's only 99 bucks and you are so good at it. And did you not say you can just work completely from home? It's the perfect thing for you right now. You don't have to go anywhere. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. So then I talked to my best friend and she's like, are you stupid? Why haven't you signed up yet? And I'm like, well, I don't know. And she goes, well, it's only 99 bucks and you can work from home and you'd be talking to people again. Like, isn't this exactly what you need right now? And I'm like, well, yeah, but and she's like, but nothing. Call her up or I'm doing it for you, but you're signing up. You are so good at this and you need this right now. And I'm like, yeah, I really do. So what are we? However months I am into this, and here I am, and I am loving it. And quite honestly, everything that Luann told me is true, and then some. I could have never wished for anything greater than this. I didn't realize exactly how much human contact I was truly craving, even if it is all over the phone and all over video. I do completely work from home because I have that option. I do work in what we've created to be my office now. When I do some of these meetings on Zoom, but 90% of the time, 95% of the time, I work from my recliner, sitting with my feet up, because that's where I am most comfortable with what I have going on. And nobody knows the difference. I still get my work done just as efficiently. And I get, orders done. I get orders put in. I do parties and I do it all on Facebook. And, you know, nobody judges you. We're all here for different reasons, whether it be me and my illness, whether it be somebody who doesn't want to work a corporate job anymore, somebody who's retired that just misses working it again. Whatever your reason is, we're all here just because we have our own little why, our own little reason. You can work as little as you want, or you can work as full time as you want. And nobody's going to judge you whether you put in $100 for a week or $1,200 for a week. Nobody judges you for what your goals are and what your reasons for being here is. And we support each other no matter what. And that's what I love about our team. And Park Lane has this way of supporting you and lifting you up with their bonuses and their incentives in ways they probably don't even know that they're doing it for each individual person. But it does help. So I don't I don't know. I mean, I could talk for an hour probably, but I know Carolyn has a lot more to say.
That
So
was so good, Jenica.
thank you.
Thank you for being willing to share. I appreciate that so much. And she's so right because every single one of us are in this for a different reason. And I love that she shared that she's a single mom and she has a 13-year-old boy. So for those of you I've not met, my name's Carolyn, and I've been selling jewelry for 20 years. But 20 years ago, when my sister told me about the jewelry company she was with before, I told her she was crazy. It was a scam. I didn't wear jewelry. I didn't go to parties. I didn't know anybody. I had no interest until I finally went to a jewelry party. And back in those days, they were in person. Nowadays, I do a lot of them virtually, like Jenica does. But here this year, I actually have a lot of ladies that also want in-person parties. But the great thing about this is you can work it around your schedule, your lifestyle. So I started as a young stay-at-home mom with one 10-month-old baby. I am now, I mean, you know how life changes. I am now a well, during that time, I was a single mom for a period of time because my first husband passed away. So I had two boys at that time that were 5 and 8. And then I remarried. I'm a dog mom. I don't know if you can hear all my dogs barking right now. Somebody just came in the front door. But my kids are now 18 and 21. So I'm like almost an empty nester. And I've worked direct sales through all of the twists and turns of my life. So in 2020, I was with our previous company. They closed very suddenly. We got an email December 1st, we're closing. And I was so sad because I had started working as a full-time accountant for a friend of mine just over the last couple years because my kids were so old and I had time during the day. And I had this like crisis. I was like, oh my gosh, now they're going to own me. I don't have, my side hustle, which really jewelry and direct sales, that was my main job. And the full-time position I had taken, I felt like that was my side hustle. And when my jewelry company closed, I thought I was going to be stuck at this day job for forever. And I will say, probably 90% of the women on our team work a full-time job and do this as their little fun side money. So it can be a little bit, it can be a medium amount, it can be a lot, it can be whatever you want. But just real quickly tonight, I want to share with you like the 3 Ps of Park Lane. I'll talk a little bit about the people, the product, and the programs. And that way you have the information because whoever invited you sees something in you that thinks, maybe you would enjoy this, or maybe you might know somebody that would enjoy this. And I have no desire to convince you to do anything tonight, but I do believe very much in just educating women and men. There are men that sell Park Lane jewelry. Some men do really well in it. I've never trained a man, but if a man wanted to come sell jewelry, I was just talking to my 18-year-old son about this the other day because he's a hustler. And I was like, you probably could do this, but he's not ready yet. But I love just giving people all the information. That way, if you ever do come to a place in your life where you have a need, you have the knowledge. So the people of Park Lane, they've been around since 1955. The Arthur and Shirley Levine are the parents that started it. They were teenage newlyweds. In the early 2000s, 3 of their children purchased it from them. And now their children work in the home office and are on the design team. We see them on video a lot. It is a completely family owned and operated business. And the owners only keep 2% of the profit for themselves, and the rest they pour back into the programs. And like Jenica was saying, the other shoe is not going to drop. I kept thinking the same thing. When my former company closed, I was not going to go to another company. I was going to go do real estate or something. But some of my friends came over to Park Lane. I did listen. And the first few months, things were going so well and the sale was amazing. And I was like, okay, some big, scary, hairy monster is going to come around the corner any second now. And I've been in for almost 3 years now, and it hasn't happened yet. So I'm pretty confident that I'm in the right place. And I was actually able to leave that full-time job a few months later, and now I just sell jewelry. But the product, hello, it's jewelry. Like if it's priced right and women like it, they will buy it. And we have jewelry. We like to call it a full service jewelry line because we have $22 jewelry and we have $200 jewelry. But because of the sale that Park Lane has, nobody ever has to pay those prices. We have dainty delicates. We have sophisticated career wear. We have designer inspirations. We have boho. We really have styles for everyone at every age and stage of their life. And all of the jewelry is covered under an unconditional guarantee. So if they get it and it breaks for any reason in the first 4 months, Park Lane replaces it completely for free. After that 4 months, it's $10 plus shipping for up to a year after they purchase it. Now, if it's still in the line, a year, 2 years, 3 years down the road, they would still replace it for the $10 plus shipping as far as I've seen. But I just like to tell my customers it's guaranteed for at least a year, because if it's no longer in the collection for that $10 plus shipping, Park Lane will still let them pick out something new if it was within the last year. and it's no questions asked. Your dog ate it, no problem. You ran it over with your car, no problem. You caught that long necklace on the corner of your desk, no problem. It doesn't have to be like a manufacturing defect. So I love our guarantee. And then the programs. This is my favorite part of Park Lane is the programs because they spoil three very specific types of people: the customer, the hostess, and the stylist. And when you join Park Lane as a stylist, you can actually take advantage of all three of these perks. So for the customers, we always have a buy two, get four at half price sale. And this is pretty much what sold me on the company. I didn't understand it at first, but they only pay full price for the two least expensive items, like the $20 to $30 stuff. And then they can get four items at half price, like the $80 stuff drops to 40, the $100 stuff drops to 50. But what I didn't understand, because my former company, a half price item meant I made zero. But in Park Lane, a half price item is considered a fully commissionable item for you. So if someone gets two $20 items and four $80 items that drop to 40, hold on, let me do some quick math. 4 times 4 will be 160 plus the 4. That'd be like a $200 order. You would make your commission off of all of that. It is not like the half price items are freebies. So we earn commission off the full and half price items. Plus, Park Lane always has an extra perk for our customers. Usually when they spend 90, they can pick a $200 item for $30. Sometimes it's better. Like this week, they can actually pick two. Sometimes there's a free item involved. And I love that they do that because I used to go out and buy scarves and necklace extenders and ribbon necklaces, like little extra trinkety stuff, so that I could be like, hey, if you buy this much, I'll give you this. So I was trying to do my own sales and my own promotional things. And I never have to do that anymore because Park Lane, their sale is already that enticement for people to shop. And I can't tell you how much more repeat business I have now with Park Lane than I did in my former company. And I was in my former company for 18 years. I've not even been with Park Lane for 3 years, and I sell 3 to 4 times as much per year in Park Lane as I did in my former company. Because women, what do we love? We love to shop a sale, and we love to tell our friends about a good sale. So that sale is like the magic sauce here at Park Lane. On top of that, we have things like style drops. So we'll have like limited edition colors of our impression bracelets. This one's called Sunset. I believe it's still available. Our impression bracelets, like the one I have on here, this is our iridescent coral. They normally retail for $188. I always tell people I would never let you pay that. This is what most women pick for their $30 item, is like an impression bracelet or a royal bracelet. But then usually about once every week or two, Park Lane will drop a limited edition color or a special necklace that is a retail value of $100, $200, $300 that they can get for $30 with a $40 purchase. So this keeps your customers like on the edge of their seat. So as you build your style community, your VIP group, maybe you're a Snapchat girl, Instagram person, maybe you just share with friends and family. But women love to get the limited edition pieces that are on sale. And because you can be your own hostess as many times as you want, you always have a party open in your own name in your back office. So even if you're not hosting a party for other ladies, you can be collecting orders on your own party. So when you close that party, you not only make the commission, but you also get the hostess rewards. And then there's one other thing our customers can get. It's called the Sparkle Box. We have this subscription box. I don't have the box handy, but this month for September, it was these earrings and this necklace. And they're each valued around $80, but a premium Sparkle Box subscription is only $39 a month. And this is like free advertising for you because when your customers join the Sparkle Box Club, they are going to get these pieces on the first of the month. And then you can do a video that shows coordinating pieces to go with them. And I used to think, well, I don't want people to sign up for Sparkle Box because then they won't shop the rest of the line. I was wrong. When they are a Sparkle Box subscriber, those are your jewelry junkies. If any of you subscribe to Sparkle Box and you're watching right now, put an S in the chat just for fun. I don't know if any of you do or not, but I think I'm up to about 20, 25 customers that subscribe to Sparklebox. And we are able to earn prizes from that and trips. It just all goes towards our points. So they're really good about spoiling our customers, and the marketing is just amazing. So that what naturally happens, women love a sale, and then they love to share a sale with their friends. So we get hostesses. And when someone hosts a show with you, it could be on Facebook, it could be at a restaurant, it could be in person. They just invite their friends to come shop. You give them a shopping link, and we give you all the graphics to do this. We train you how to do this, whatever style you want to do. I think I've probably done them all. And we have videos that show you how to do them all. But the hostess gets $20 in free credit for every order on her party, even if her friend only spends 20 bucks. But the magic happens when we get her to 10 orders. Park Lane doubles her shopping credit to $40 per order. So she gets at least $400, and there's no cap on that. So 15 orders would be 600 free, 20 orders would be 800 free. My sister got 30 orders. She got $1,200 in free jewelry. Plus the hostess gets 4 half price items, which you make commission off of. So those half price items, even when your hostess uses them, ups your paycheck. And she also gets a $200 item for $30. You have two $50 awards you can use to incentivize her. I like to offer $50 when they have 10 people on the live, or an extra 50, maybe if they get 3 future bookings, or maybe I might, when we're closing the party, if I haven't used all her $50 awards, I might say, hey, if you rebook in 6 months, I'll give you this extra $50. We just pay $10 a piece for those. So Park Lane is just so smart at giving us these tools to do whatever we think will help our hostess the most and help our business the most. So let's talk about what they do for you. Oh, wait, there's one more thing. When somebody books from her show, she gets an extra $200 item for $30 at her friend's show. So that encourages your hostesses who've already invited their friends to shop with you to say, hey, you should have a party. I have a big wish list. I want to get more stuff at your party. You should have a party. So it helps your business reproduce. And again, the marketing is just incredible. So the third person that they spoil, we talked about the customers, the hostesses, and now the stylists. That would be you, should you decide to do this. And this has been incredible. We have an amazing fundraiser program where you can do a fundraiser for any 501c3 organization, like a school, a kids sports team, any nonprofit. You can get that approved through Park Lane, and they will donate 50% of the sales to that nonprofit and still pay you commission out of the other 50%. Now, there's no customer sales on that. There's no hostess perks, because they're just going to write a check for 50% to that organization. But that is amazing, because some women don't need free jewelry. Some people just want to help their favorite cancer research association or dog rescue. And you're able to do fundraisers for them and still earn income while giving back 50%. On top of that, we have not one, but 2 luxury travel trips you can earn every year. Since I've been with the company, I've earned a trip for 2, including airfare, to Key West and Aruba, Hawaii, Cabo, Paris, and Ireland. So 6 trips in my almost 3 years that I've earned for 2 with airfare included. And you get free jewelry on these trips. It's just so much fun. Like Endless Lobsters in Aruba, they rented out an island for us, and we had massages for free, unlimited, all day while we were on the beach. You did have to wait in line because a lot of us wanted massages, but it was so fun. They just treat us so well. We also have $1,100 in jewelry we can earn every month through our Rich Rewards Club. So just for selling jewelry and or recruiting, you can earn free jewelry on top of whatever shows you turn in as a hostess in your own name. It's just so fun. I was used to, in my former company, them being like, nope, you can't do that. That's cheating. Nope, you can't do that. That's not ethical. And Park Lane is like, you have all of these systems and programs. Do what you want with them. If you want to shop as a customer and take advantage of all those sales on a show that's in your name, where you also get the hostess perks, where you then make the commission at the end of the show, do it. And it's not a bad thing. It's not taboo. So I really appreciate that they just give us the tools and they let us work our business however we want to work it. So let's talk about how you make money. Everyone in Park Lane earns at least 30% commission. That is our baseline. As soon as you have just one person join your team that becomes a qualified stylist, you can get a 5% pay raise and you never go backwards. That is one of the most amazing things about Park Lane. Let's say you join and you sign up 5 people, or your team grows to 10 people and you get this level and they all got out. I mean, this would never happen, but let's say you would not lose your title. You would not lose your commission level. You do not have to requalify every month. You do not have to re-earn these things. So I love that. You also, if you've ever been a leader in a previous direct sales company, you could interview and possibly qualify for a direct appoint position and come in already at a higher leadership level, making a higher commission level. I'm looking at a couple ladies on this call. Tammy came in as a direct appoint, as a division leader. Park Lane brought me over as a senior division leader. So they don't just, let's say you were a CEO of a bank, they're not going to bring you in as a teller. And they're the only company I've ever seen that offers that. So if you have leadership experience, make sure you let the person who invited you know. And that way we can look into that for you. And when you join, you actually get trained by a division leader or higher, because Park Lane has a very high success culture. So if you're listening to this and your friend who invited you just joined, she won't be the one training you. She'll be involved, but I would step in, or Rayanne would step in, or Tammy would step in, or Jeremy would step in, and we would do your launch party for you. We take you through the glam plan. We have a very simple and easy onboarding system with videos that show you how to do everything in our back office. We're just a very hands-on team. So I love that about us. Oh, and we have lots of other programs. Free jewelry that you can win like you would not believe, because they constantly drop different things. You can earn a Mercedes car. A number of the ladies on our team earned that. And you can either take the $700 a month towards a white Mercedes lease, or you can be practical like me and take a $500 a month cash bonus. I use that towards my health insurance, because when I quit my full-time job, I walked away from free healthcare. So I was like, well, 500 doesn't cover all of it, but it covers a nice chunk of it. And I get to work my own schedule, which is nice. So let's talk about starter kits. We have 3 different levels. Jenica already, spoiler alert, Jenica was like, just $99. It is. She's like, I did. You can get started for just $99. You get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. No matter which kit you get, you have a website for an entire year with no quotas, no minimums, no monthly fees. They cover our credit card processing for us. It's incredible. But if you're thinking, gosh, I want more than $500 worth of jewelry, well, I don't blame you. Our biggest kit is 430. Hold on. It's 99, 229, 439. Okay, 439 is our boss kit. That is our biggest kit. And with that, you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. And then our business kit is the medium one. You get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry for $229. No matter which kit you choose, the only real difference is how much jewelry you get to pick out. And you do get to pick your jewelry with whichever kit you choose. It's not like some random hodgepodge of stuff you get. But you'll still get a leader that does your launch party for you. You still get the same great training. They still cover your credit card processing. You have access to all the same things. But if you want to go do a home show next week and you're going to have people over, you might want to definitely consider either the business kit for $229 or the boss kit for $439, because it's nice to have a larger assortment of jewelry if you're doing in-person parties. When you're doing virtual, you don't need as much because they only see what you show them. So those are just some things to consider. And if this is something that sounds like you would love to do, or maybe you just want to try it out, you may be thinking, I'm not so sure about this, but I just want to try it out. The first thing you're going to want to do is fill out that little Google Doc that I just put in the chat. If you miss it, just message the person who invited you. That's going to get you into our drawing for the free necklace tonight. We always have a keyword. So my keyword tonight, we're just going to make it September. We're in the month of September, and it's the first word that popped in my head. So that's just how we know you are really here. That will get you into the drawing. But if you're thinking about this, your friend who's the stylist, she can text you the sign-up instructions. It literally takes like 5 minutes to sign up. You just click join Park Lane, enter her name as your recruiter and whoever your leader is. And then you have a week to pick out your jewelry for your kit. So it's not like you have to, oh my gosh, I have to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry tonight. No, you would just sign up tonight, and then we would start coaching you. We would give you a list of our best sellers. We would help you decide what you want to pick if you want help. We'd point you to where some starter videos are. We get you invited to our private groups, and we would decide when you want to do your lunch party. So it's pretty simple. There is a lot to learn if you want to do it a lot, but if you just want to do it a little, you can learn the most simple things like how to share a cart, and that's pretty much all you need to know. So I really appreciate you all joining us tonight. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video. So if you're watching this on replay, make sure you get that Google Doc from whoever sent this to you. But I want to stop the recording in case anybody here is live who wants to ask questions.